Good evening, everybody. My name's Tarali,
And I'm Ramsey Rum.
and this is the Midnight Run. Welcome back to the introductory quests for Legion. We just finished with the Echo Isles. We just came back on the boat, and where we watched Varian get skewered by some demons. We watched Vol'jin get skewered by a demon. We picked up a quest from this guy to go report to Sourfang, which is, he's right up in here in Orgrimmar itself, right next to the central building where the command board is. Sylvanas actually threw Vol'jin on her horse and ran over here. See the last episode for a specific cutscene that I'm talking about. But the Horde had to retreat. The Alliance thought they abandoned them, but in reality it was really, we had to leave. There was no other way. So you can see there's tons of NPC characters gathered around here. And we're just going to walk right up to Sourfang here, who's highlighted for us, conveniently enough, because the door is closed. And it says, "Take me inside Gramash Hold." So that's where we're going next. So that kind of completes that part of the objective. And it's like, "War Chief, the paladin you called for has arrived." And it's like, "It's good. Yeah, game. Time be running short." Somebody says, "Murderer." I don't know why they said that, but okay. Let me call in the healers. The Alliance lost its king in the Broken Shore. Its people cry out for vengeance. Too late for that. Me got one final duty. To see that the Horde stays strong. Jeez. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on right now. Azeroth's gonna fall as we seal up the tomb. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going on here. We will find a way to drive back the Legion War Chief, blast the demon in such a waste. The Banshee Queen is here, Vol'jin. What is it you wanted to tell us? So the Banshee Queen's going to come in, Sylvanas right there, and then we're going to dissolve into a cutscene. As always, these cutscenes look pretty amazing.
War Chief.
Is it just me, or did Sylvanas get better looking?
Yeah, she looks pretty awesome.
In the end, death claims us all. But the Horde will live on.
I have never trusted you. Nor would I have ever imagined in our darkest time that you would be the one to save us. The spirits have granted me clarity, a vision. They whisper a name. Many will not understand, but you must step out of the shadows and lead. You must be War Chief.
So in front of the entire Horde leadership, as his dying breath, he grants Sylvanas, of all people, the War Chief position. Probably one of the most hated leaders or most controversial leaders of the Horde, because she's the Banshee Queen and she was
Vol'jin
undead.
is dead. Who among you will help me avenge him?
I mean, basically it's going to unite the Horde, like all factions of the Horde, in a way that hasn't really been evident in the lore since before Mists of Pandaria, since before, even Cataclysm. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So now our mission here is simple. We have to pledge allegiance to the war chief Sylvanas, which we'll just fly over here and do that real quick. As they, this is the iconic, pyre burning of Vol'jin. Oops, I keep doing that. And basically just talk to her and say, hey, yeah, I'm with you. For blood and honor, war chief, and then you turn it in. And then she wants you to speak with, okay, it says, as if things weren't unsettled enough, guests have arrived, the Illidari. These demon hunters have been imprisoned since their master's fall at the Black Temple. For the wardens to release them can only mean the peril is dire indeed. Their delegation's leader, Alari the Soul Eater, claims Orgrimmar faces a hidden threat. I gave them leave to establish a camp within the city, for now. We will speak with her at once. Find out whether this threat is credible. So now we have to speak to her right over here. She's Illidari, she is a demon hunter, and she's going to explain this threat to us. So she furrows her brow as she speaks, and she says, you didn't think the leadership of the Horde could gather in one location and go unnoticed by the Burning Legion, did you? Because everybody's here. I mean, the Tauren leader, everybody. So that's an interesting point that she makes. And then she says, demons are among us. Look around. What do you see? She glares at something over your shoulder. The Legion has already infiltrated the Horde. Even now, they are among you. We must protect your war chief. When you are ready to see what lies beneath the veil, say the word. And then it says, learn to see what she sees. So you accept the quest, say the word, you talk to her, show me the proof. You cannot hide from me what you truly are, demon. And it's like, you discovered me too late, fell by the attack. And then boom, there's actually demons everywhere. And they've been hiding in plain sight this whole time. So now we just have to fight some demons. 12 of them, just to get rid of them. Simple kill quest, like a lot of quests in WoW. And they die fairly simple enough. Usually you end up getting stuck in combat after this because there's a bunch of them around and you don't know which ones you grab aggro from. But that's not a big deal either. It eventually goes away. And as you can see, we are, like I said, we have high level gear, so we're just shredding through these guys without any kind of problems. Lower level gear might take a little bit more to kill them, but not a whole lot. This isn't designed to be hard, it's just designed to progress the story. Which, playing with the beta and stuff like that, we've noticed that there's been a huge step forward in the amount of lore that they're putting in the quests and the zones, and the amount of story progress we've seen. And we haven't played all of the beta either, because we didn't want to spoil it for ourselves.
And not only that, but I feel like they paid a lot more attention to, the fact that there's going to be people that aren't highly geared. So when they come over here to do this intro quest, they wanted them to be able to do it. So for those of you that are geared, it'll probably be super easy. And those that aren't, it'll be decent.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a challenge, but it won't be... You're not going to die a bunch from doing this or anything like that. So, okay, we've ready to turn that in. We've killed a bunch of them, so we just got to fly up over there and turn them into the war chief. But obviously, going back to what I was talking about earlier, Sylvanas being war chief is not something that anybody would have expected. And okay, so this says, the Legion is bold indeed to strike at the Horde stronghold. You aided our defense, but now I have a more important task for you. It seems the demon hunters will play a crucial part in this war, but I still don't trust them. You will be envoy to the Illidari, learn what they know, study their techniques. If they betray us, we'll use their own knowledge against them. Their camp lies atop the plateau in the city. Go, Nethomos and I will clean up this mess. Speak to this person at the camp at the top plateau. So, this is not a quest that I've done before, because they didn't really have this linking chain quest in here when we did it on the beta. So we're just going to fly over here into the plateau of Orgrimmar, where we will find the Illidari camp and see what they have to say. But yeah, Sylvanas has always been a controversial figure from the very beginning, because a lot of times the Horde didn't even want the undead in the Horde, but they recognized that it was kind of like the lesser of two evils almost, in the sense that we needed their help, or the Horde needed their help, and they were gladly willing to offer it for at least tolerance. But everybody's kind of looked down on the undead since the very beginning, and they've slowly crawled their way back. But Wrath of the Lich King took a big chunk out of that because we fought a bunch of undead, and the Lich King gave them all a bad name, and it took a lot of evolution of characters to get to the point where we are now. And that's why Vol'jin was saying that he never trusted her, because they were always untrustworthy. The trolls didn't really trust too many people, especially after they got kicked out of Orgrimmar, I guess, by oh man, I'm drawing a blank on his name. But when they got kicked out of Orgrimmar, they didn't trust anybody even more. And so for him to put his trust and faith in her as his dying action shows a lot of what he came to believe. And we're going to see how well that plays out. Hopefully she lasts a bit longer than Vol'jin did as war chief. Vaunted Paladin, let's see, we see her, okay. We complete the quest and it says, open your map to find an active Legion invasion in Kalimdor or Eastern Kingdoms. Go to the invasion site and stop the demons. Alright. So if we open our map, let's see where we can see a demon invasion. I don't even know what to look for, to be honest. Oh, okay, there we go. On the Eastern Kingdoms, I see 3 demon invasions. They have times listed left on there. They're 52 minutes left. Northrend doesn't have any. Pandaria doesn't have any. The Broken Isles, of course, does not have
I don't have any on my map.
on the Eastern Kingdoms, right click. Look at that one. See? So apparently they appear in certain times at certain days based upon, I guess, whatever they're... I think it's random. I don't know a whole lot about it. But it's pretty cool, because I know that the rewards over there are like level 700 gear, and if you're not level 100, I think you can still get in on the action by killing smaller mobs and that sort of thing. You get a good amount of XP to help you kind of catch up on your level. This guy has a quest for me. Don't care about that. Oh yeah, this one says meet Khadgar in Dalaran in its new location above Deadwind Pass. It's the calling of the council. The arcane anomaly addresses you in Khadgar's voice. Though I am loath to interrupt your fight against the Legion, I must request your help in a matter of diplomacy. We face a great threat, and we require the full might of Azeroth's people to overcome it. The Horde must become part of the Kirin Tor once again. Some will not agree with this position. Please join me outside the Violet Citadel in Dalaran. We have repositioned the city to defend the Eastern Kingdoms above Karazhan. So that is going to be our next destination, is to go there. So we need to... take the portal to Dalaran.
Come to me.
Well, there's a portal over here. Yeah, that's where you are. Oh, so he does speak it after you accept the quest, which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
Where's the portal? Is it down in the hole?
I don't know. I think it's up top of this building. I was waiting for you.
Portal to Dalaran, and no, it's in the Cleft of Shadow, so it's down. We got to go down into the cleft.
Of course.
You'll find it over Deadwind Pass, just above Karazhan.
I just came up here to get a good diving point. That's all.
Yeah. So okay, so they put the portal right down in here to go to Dalaran, which makes it easy.
And it makes sense because that's where most of the portals are here.
Yeah. So we're gonna go do that first, because that's the most important thing. Demon invasions, they're always going to be there, so it's not an urgent... I mean, they're not always going to be there, but they'll be there for the foreseeable future, and then they'll warn us when they're about to go away. So they portal us up to Dalaran, which has got to load in, because I'm sure there are like 1,000 people in this city right now.
Well, and this is 100 times better than what it was during beta. I would load in, and it would just be a blank screen.
Yeah. So we can still fly in this version of Dalaran, which will change once we progress this story. But you can see that Dalaran has actually changed a little bit. This Dalaran is not like the Dalaran you would see when you were in Northrend. There is now a center tower that didn't used to be there. That used to be just an open courtyard. And there looks to be a few more spires around the city, but that could just be that I couldn't see them before because I was playing on a worse graphics card and that sort of thing. So then we just basically go in here into the Violet Citadel, which is where the Kirin Tor are, and we talk to...
I can't talk to anyone.
Speak to Archmage Khadgar. He's probably upstairs. So we'll go up here. Where does it say he is?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Where'd he go? Where's Khadgar?
Read the quest, because, you know,
Yeah, I already read the quest. Is he outside? He's probably outside, isn't he? It said meet him in front of the Violet Citadel, didn't it? Who knows where this guy is? Okay. So it says, speak to Dollar on the hormone. Please join me outside
He's to the
Violet.
side.
Yeah, okay. You found him?
Yeah. Instead of going in, you just go to the right, up top.
Oh, on the ring out here? Oh, there he is. Okay. Thank you. That's perfect. So he's out here, in case you're wondering. I keep doing that. We should stop. So there he is. We can talk to him. And he says, how was the flight? Seems we moved Dalaran from one dark, gloomy land to another. At least it's warmer here, and I must admit, being so close to Karazhan brings back many memories. That's interesting that they mentioned Karazhan, even though I know they're over Deadwind Pass, which is where Karazhan is. Which we just learned this week that they're going to bring Karazhan back as a 5-man dungeon, which is awesome.
Woohoo!
You know. It's like, I'll propose that we invite the Court back into the Kirin Tor. To certain colleagues to the Council, this will be controversial. Your presence is a testimony to the valor of the Horde. To some, that may not be enough. The Council is already assembled. Let's not keep them waiting. So we'll come in here. Somebody put a sign down that says stay calm.
And death trap.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, I guess we talked to Carter. Address the council, Khadgar. Thank you all for gathering on such short notice. Khadgar, we don't have time to waste in meetings. The Legion is advancing, and the Horde arms for battle. Yeah, I'm standing right here, lady. Then I'll get right to the point. For the Kirin Tor to fight at full strength, we need the mages of the Horde to join our ranks. Never. Do you hear me, Khadgar? This is, Jaina Proudmoore. Jaina, we know the pain you've endured, but this is about... They obliterated Theramore. They left us to die on the broken shore. Again and again they've proven to be monsters. Cowards. I have made my case. With respect, I move for a vote. Very well, but consider your choice carefully. If you let those vermin back into this city, I will not be counted among your ranks when you welcome them. It's pretty harsh, Jaina. In the manner of allowing the Horde into Dalaran and offering membership into the Kirin Tor, I vote aye. Aye, nay, aye. So the ayes have it. Looks like 4-2. The vote carries. I'm sorry, Jaina, but the stakes are higher than they've ever been. Jaina, please, we are doing what's best for Azeroth. Stand with us. The Council is blind to the truth. When the Horde betrays you again, remember who warned you. Farewell. So see, the Broken Shore had some consequences. That was difficult, but we must move forward. We will send our invitation to the War Chief at once. We have a war to win. So it had repercussions because we had to retreat, and they didn't see that we absolutely had to. So it created a situation where they thought that we abandoned them. And so, you know, that's what her anger stems for. Calling of the Council. Jaina's reaction was unfortunate, but not unexpected. She has endured so much. Though it was Garrosh Hellscream who ordered the obliteration of Theramore, the only thing she can think of when she looks at you, or any Horde, is her desire for revenge. I hope one day she can overcome that hatred. Enough ruminating, we must prepare the Kirin Tor for war.
You are our last best.
Axran, Khadgar, thank the Forge I found ye. We won't believe it. My brother Magni's back. Okay, so now Bronn Bronzebeard runs in. The Diamond King, my brother Magni, once king of Ironforge, got changed into a diamond statue by a Titan ritual. He stood frozen in the belly of the city for years. But I just got word that he's up and around, saying he knows something about how to beat the Legion. Look, Axran, I don't know if Magi's crazy, or if that's even really him, but if there's a chance he can help us, I'm told he muttered the name Ulduar. That's where I'm headed. I'd be obliged if you and Khadgar were to join me. Go with Bronn and Khadgar to Ulduar and hear Magni Bronzebeard's message. So accept that quest, and then you just say, I'm ready to Ulduar. Miron gave me a teleport pad to use in case of emergencies. I'd say this qualifies.
You have to click on it.
Oh, yeah,
Under
there
me.
it is. I was like, where is it? It's under me. So I really like how in this expansion already they're taking us to areas we've been before. Like this is Aldwar, which we haven't been into since. I mean, we've done raids of it for farming of gear and stuff like that. Okay, so this is, it looks like a scenario. Follow the caretaker. So I think what we're going to do is while we walk in here, we're going to end this episode so that we can start fresh with a new one. So stay tuned for more of these in the future. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and let us know how we're doing in the comments. And until then, we'll see you guys on the next Midnight Run.
Night.